I hadn't realized till you put it in the book the issue of Ted Kaczynski, that he had, during his studies at Harvard, he had participated in, psychological experiments, and there's a very real possibility that he left Harvard damaged, and that contributed to the terror that he launched on society later on.
Of course, a lot of people leave Harvard damaged, some of my best friends, but Kaczynski was a fascinating case because this gets into a little bit of the memoirish aspect to the book that some of the reviewers found it particularly amusing the first time around. My father was very close to an MD at Harvard named Henry Murray, who was the director of the Harvard Psychological Clinic for many years. And I knew him when I was a kid. Henry, unbeknownst to my mother, who's still alive, I knew him well. Henry recruited a couple of dozen Harvard undergraduates in the late 50s to be in what was, in fact, a humiliation experiment. And Ted Kaczynski was one of the undergrads who was in this experiment. And I describe it in the book, I won't go into detail. It didn't involve drugs, it just involved good old-fashioned humiliation, which many of us have experienced in our lives. And Kaczynski recalls the incident. It wasn't just a one-shot experiment. It took place over some period of months. And he recalls it as a not pleasant experience. Now, I don't want to, who knows whether it affected him deeply or not emotionally, but what is clear is that his views about the positivist atmosphere at Harvard at the time in the 50s, the value-free science attitude, those views were influenced in his manifesto by this experience. So, the long-term consequences you can never know, but when you get to the point where you're actually putting something in somebody's brain, then the stakes are raised, even more than they are in these sort of soft or social psychological experiments.